My name is Matt Del Vescovo. My wife Jessica and I live here in New Braunfels. We have two little boys, Rocco and Roman. I'm part of the staff here at Freedom. I'm the worship director, so I oversee all of our worship and production. We moved here in January of 2025, so not quite a year yet, but getting there. So I grew up in church, so I always knew about God, was always trained up in the things of God, but I would say didn't have a real personal relationship till I was probably college age, where it really became real to me. And so before that, it was just when you're a part of something but you don't understand why you're a part of something. So it was a huge part of my life, going to church and being involved with youth group and friends from church and all that stuff. But I didn't know it was just something we did. I didn't know why we did it necessarily. So I'd also say that it's not that I didn't believe in what I was being taught. I just didn't. Maybe it was taught to me in a way that I didn't think there was a different option, and so without thinking there's another option, it was just default to that. So it's not that I didn't believe. I just didn't know well, why would I believe that if it's the only thing to believe? I'm going to believe it, rather than it being wow, there's other things I could believe, but I'm choosing this. I remember my first year being okay, this is just kind of my parents seem to support if I want to do this. I could do music, and I felt I don't have to be fully bought into being in Bible college. That was kind of a little delusional, because you get there and like I said, it's community, everyone's really bought in. And so I remember in my second year being at this retreat we would do at the beginning of the year, and in a worship service, and just having this moment where it was undeniably real to me. And it's funny because I would say maybe that's the straw that broke the camel's back, but up to that point I remember feeling more and more softened towards the things of God, and being willing to accept that as hey, this is something that is real to me, and almost feeling you hear people say oh, you have these experiences with Jesus that make it nobody convince you otherwise, that that okay, that was him, it couldn't have been anything else. And I remember wanting to feel that, and then my second year, the beginning of my second year, being in that worship service and feeling wow, I know what they're talking about now. I think in some ways life becomes more challenging when you release control. So the challenge is different. It's before Jesus, there's this challenge to be in control of everything and maintain I need to keep everything afloat in my life, and that is stressful and gives you anxiety and all the things that come along with trying to be in control of everything. And when you're following Jesus and you're submitted to him, it's actively every day surrendering that control to trust him. And so that's challenging in its own way. So that, I know it's not I didn't face persecution, but you know what I'm saying? But it's it was a new challenge. And it's still that hasn't changed since the moment that I feel he came into my heart. It's that is the challenge today. Wake up in the morning and surrender to him. That's the beauty of it, is the surrender it's every day you're not testing him, but it's every day he's taking another opportunity to prove himself to you, that if you surrender, he's faithful. Everything is different because the butterfly effect of all the decisions you make are now through this lens of I'm following Jesus, I'm surrendering to him. Where do you want me to go, God? What do you want me to do? It changes your whole life from that angle. But also then it's important to realize you may have made those same decisions and ended up in the same place. Probably not for me. I probably wouldn't be working in a church if I didn't make the decisions based on that. But for a lot of people, if you're working in whatever tech or business, you might have made the same decisions, but the perspective and the reasoning and all of the drive behind them, the motivation behind them would probably look a whole lot different. So. I would say like don't be intimidated or feel like you have to have like this magical moment where the stars align and lightning strikes and everything happens and it's like God is real to you all of a sudden. He's like way more patient with us than we give him credit for, and he's fine with it taking years or months or whatever it needs to take. He'll win you over with his kindness and with his faithfulness. So I think like for anyone who would be in a place where they're like, man, what is that going to look like for me, or why doesn't it look like this for me? Just to know like it's unique to you. He meets you where you're at, not like us as humanity where we're at. Like you as an individual, he cares about. So he's going to meet you where you're at.